everybody. It is Monday. I'm not even sure of the date. It's the Monday before Thanksgiving, so it is the week of Thanksgiving this week, which is totally crazy to me. Today is a new week, and I do have some things that I need to get done. I want to, before I get started though, kind of tell you about some of the stuff that happened last week. So Thursday was my birthday. Friday, we had an electrician come. You can see this fixture is new. We now have ceiling fans in my room, the library, and Thomas's room, and it's quieter than the box fan. And I do think it's going to be cleaner than the box fan, so that's nice. So it's first thing in the morning. Well, not really. I've had coffee, I've had some breakfast. I'm doing laundry because I want to mop the floor downstairs because we ran the robot vacuum last night. But I cannot mop the floor because we don't have any clean mop pads because they're both dirty. The new mop that we got came with two, and they're both in the dirty laundry. So I've started that load of laundry. So I need to vacuum the staircase, and I want to do some touch-up vacuuming around the Christmas tree downstairs because there are needles on the floor. I need to do some homework today, but before we do some homework today, I'm going to try to do some somewhat, I hate to say exciting, but somewhat interesting things around the house. And I thought I'd bring you guys along for that and kind of share my day with you a little bit. But I wanted to open up the vlog and show you my new ceiling fan. And we'll go look at the one in the library too, because it's kind of cool. And I will link the one in the library if it's still being sold, because this one is not. Also, that little remote that I had, it just fits right into this thing in the wall, which is really cool. So, turns that on, and off. And I can speed the fan up since I won't be in here today. But we can already tell that the air upstairs with 3 ceiling fans is moving so much better. So we're enjoying that. I need to change the air filters today. I need to vacuum upstairs today. Chunky and Aurora are still attempting to assert dominance, and neither of them have definitively won yet. So there's cat hair, chunks of cat hair all over the carpet up here where they have been doing their evening brawl. So I need to vacuum up here again. But, oh, and it looks like they played in here too. But this is the ceiling fan in the library. It's slightly different, but kind of like similar vibe. It's gold with the white blades, and it does have, move my coffee down. It does have a different remote, but this one also mounts to the wall. So this one has more features. We can turn the fan on or off if we turn it. Let's see, it's on level, like the highest one. Let's turn it all the way down. And we can turn the light on. So there's a light on, and there's the brightest it'll go. The light for this one is more definitively brighter, which I appreciate because this room was so dark before, and I'm hopeful this will help. I haven't spent a lot of time in here at night though, but we can also change the color of the light. I think it's the K. Yeah, there's the natural and there's the blue. And it's more like a shade system. Anyway, this ceiling fan was $99. I think it's like 52-inch ceiling fan, and it works great, so just turn the light off. I do need to spend some time in here and get this room reset. We don't have guests coming, but I would like to have the bed made, the pillowcases on the pillows, and the towels put away. I apparently need to vacuum in here too, so. Oh well. That's one more thing for my to-do list, which I don't have one made, so I need to actually do that, but I wanted to talk to you guys first. I've got some really good company today, but all of this stuff is Christmas stuff that I still would like to put out. Fortunately, a lot of it is like I think that top box over there is all stuff we hang up on door hangers and stuff. This box is all Christmas tree angels. I don't know that we do anything out of that bottom box. Middle box is all nutcrackers and I think that generally goes on the entertainment center, either upstairs or downstairs or both. Bottom two of this stack are Christmas ornaments. This box is nativities, and I think this one, I think tree skirts are in that one, which is nice. And this one back here is basically empty already, which is a good thing. We're getting there. Progress is slow, but it's happening. Today, I need to prioritize homework because homework is due tomorrow night. But tomorrow, Anthony has his follow-up appointment from his surgery with his surgeon, and I have an interview like immediately after that. So his appointment's at 9. My follow-up, or his follow-up is at 9. My interview, which is actually a third interview for this one job that I'm interviewing for, that I would have to move for, that's at noon tomorrow. And then Wednesday afternoon, I have an interview for a third job. So I've so far interviewed for 3 different jobs. But I want to vacuum this staircase. So I think, let me get a piece of paper because I want to make my to-do list and kind of prioritize things. I have my to-do list now. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. I've also got it on my phone, but I would rather have it on a piece of paper. So I've got laundry. I want to vacuum, especially the staircase and the upstairs. There are some places down here that I still want to like touch up. I need to vacuum the office, and I want to get like under the tree that's over by the staircase. I would like to dust the pendant lights. I put the bows on top of them, and I noticed when I put them up, I was like, oh, these are dusty. I should have cleaned them then, and I didn't. I need to change the air filters. Steam mop down here, but that's waiting for the mop pads to come out of the dryer, so they're in the washing machine now. I will probably vacuum the staircase, and like as I vacuum up the staircase, when I get up to the top, that's when I'll check the laundry and see if it's done and put them in the dryer. I bought new power strips. I want to put a new one in the couch in the corner. We have, like, it's an L-shaped couch. We've got one on either side, but we don't have one in the middle. So it'd just be nice to have a place to like plug in phone cables in the middle, because it is a really long couch and the ones like on either side don't reach to the middle. I need to fill out some Christmas cards to you guys because I did check my P.O. box and I have several of them, and I haven't actually sent any out yet, so I need to do that, and then homework. And I think that's the order I'm going to tackle things in today. I don't have plans for dinner tonight, so I need to come up with something for dinner. I'll figure it out. But that's my list. I'm gonna get started. Well, that's been an adventure. We lost power for a while. I had just finished vacuuming when we lost power. And then of course we had to reset the time on the oven and the microwave, and Anthony's desk wouldn't move up and down because it needed a brain reset. And now it's lunchtime. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna make a ham and Swiss sandwich because that's what we've got. So I'm gonna have lunch, power up, and then I think it's time to mop because I would really like to get that done today because the floor is just in need of maintenance. Last week it was in desperate need of, some serious attention. Fortunately this week it's just like, let's scrape off the layer from the last week, not scraping off the 6 layers of the last month. You know what I mean? I know that's gross, but I would rather maintain the floor than come at it from behind. I had to call an audible for lunch because we don't have any bread for sandwiches, so I ended up scrambling eggs for lunch, and that was fine. Then I mopped the floor because the mop pad was like nearly dry. It was clean at least, and it doesn't matter if it's wet or dry because it's a steam mop, so it doesn't really matter. So mopping is done. The chairs have been put down. I moved these chairs back, so now I think I'm ready to put one of these, just one, in the corner seat of the couch. You can see I've got to move a whole bunch of stuff first, but we have one in this couch cushion. You see this cable here is coming out. Pardon me, ma'am. We have another one in this couch cushion, but the cords don't reach all the way to the corner. And it would just be nice to be able to plug in there. So I'm just gonna put one in, but I've got to move some of this other stuff out of the way. I think when I go to work on homework, I might actually move into the office and sit at my desk and plug into my my monitor, because I do have an extra computer monitor that it wasn't from my employer, so I didn't have to send it back with my work equipment, so I still have a monitor, which is nice. But doing homework on one tiny screen when I've got to reference a whole bunch of manuals is just not ideal. So if I move in there, I'll have more space to spread out and more screens to like spread things out. All that being said, I'm gonna move my laptop and everything into the office, and then we'll put one of these in, and then we're gonna get started on homework. And I've decided that for dinner tonight, we're gonna have leftovers, because we do have leftovers from this weekend. We made pizza, and we also went out to eat. So we've got like leftovers that we can eat for dinner. So that's the plan. That's where I'm at. The house is cleaner. I don't know that I can ever call it clean, but it's in better shape than it's been, which is nice. And I got some of the decorations that were like falling apart kind of straightened up just a little bit, like these balls here. Some of them had fallen, and I got those put back up. We'll see if they stay. At this point, I kind of doubt it, but it's fine. Well, it took longer than I would have liked, but I got it in, and it works. I should have tested it before I put the couch back together. I didn't do that. Oops. And the power strip needed the switch turned on. Imagine that. But for Auburn's future reference, the outlets are behind this storage seat. So I fought with the recliner seat for a little while, and then I was like, you know what? This is tough. Let's see if it's behind here. And it was. So I'm glad that I gave up on this, because that would have been an effort in futility, and I would have been really mad having spent so much time working on that to not even need to move it. So anyway, I think the couch looks pretty good though. Better, anyway, you know? So I think now it is time to get rid of the trash and go work on some homework. Well, hello there. If I look disheveled, it's because I am. Also, it is another day. So most of this vlog is from yesterday, which was Monday. Today is now Tuesday. I ended up doing homework last night, for most of the night, well, till bedtime. And then this morning, I woke up early. Anthony and I ran to Sam's Club, and I got a couple of last minute things before Thanksgiving. And then he had his doctor appointment, follow up from his surgery, and they removed his surgical drain. So that's good. After that, we went to Lowe's, and I tried to buy light bulbs, and I bought the wrong ones. So I need to take light bulbs back to Lowe's. I had an interview today. It was the third interview for one of the jobs that I'm currently interviewing for. I think this is it. I think they're probably going to be making a decision for this job soon, probably. I'm keeping my fingers crossed about all kinds of things. I just hope, you know, to make the right decision for me and for everybody else. But then after that, this afternoon and into the evening, because it is now 10:22 p.m., I've done homework. But my homework for module 5 is complete. I've got 2 weeks left in the class. I've got a lot of stuff I've got to do. I had to cram today, and my goal for the rest of the class, the last 2 weeks, I want to not cram. So if I can get started on some homework tomorrow and like just work a little bit at a time and chip away at it, that would be better than finishing it all in the last, 4 hours of the day. It's fine. Anyway, I did it. I aced my test tonight, which was awesome. So I think that's where I'm going to end the vlog. I know it's very disjointed. I'm sorry. That's kind of where I'm at. I had a really hard time getting to sleep last night. For whatever reason, I just could not fall asleep. I was dealing with what felt like Sunday scaries, but yesterday was Monday, so Sunday scaries didn't make any sense, and I'm also not like going to work. It was just like anxiety about a lot of crazy different things. Like, why am I considering having to pay taxes for this year? It's November, and I'm already thinking, how am I going to pay taxes for 2025? I know it's going to be fine. I'm just, you know, I guess I'm just worried about all that stuff right now. And I had a hard time getting to sleep because of it last night. It's going to be fine. I just need some good sleep, I think. Some exercise, I think, would be good for me. A job, I know, would be really good for my mental health, but I'm working on it. So I do have another interview tomorrow. This is for another job, different job that I've not interviewed yet. So we'll see how that one goes. But like I keep saying, I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thanks for watching. You guys will see me in another one really soon.